All right, let me start this off by saying I'm not here to be preachy. I'm just here to point out what we all know to be something that is problematic, but while we were watching it growing up, we didn't catch it as such, right? So, fairy tale, the anime fairy tale. I've been told that it's not made for kids. I have been told that animation or anime in general is not made for children. Okay? Okay, there's a lot of stuff that isn't, and it's blatantly clear that it's not made for kids. So explain this for me. Now, I'm going to leave the volume down low because I'm not trying to get this like censored by either of the social platforms. But this is the beginning of episode 15, and I've noticed it for a few episodes now, but this is what happens at the beginning.
Hey guys, ready for some more fairy tale? Just make sure that when you're watching,
Now,
turn the lights on.
why would you tell a grown adult watching anime not to sit too close to the television and also to turn the lights on, right? That there's a slight inconsistency with the messaging here, right? If it's not for kids, why are you telling grown adults these things that we should already know, right? Okay. Okay, so I'm going to set up the episode because the actual episode is where we have an issue. All right. One of the main protagonists, Gray, is telling his backstory and about how he started to learn magic and all that stuff, right? And there is a scene where an older woman who is taking on students, or she took Gray on as a student. She already had one. She already had a little boy that she was teaching magic to. And there's a scene where you see two women talk about these children in a way that is inappropriate. All right, who's the dark-haired boy? His name is Gray, right? Okay. They're going to be quite the lookers. Come on now, you think so? In fact, save one of them for me. Wait a minute. Save one of them for you to do what? So now I know this has to resonate with a lot of women out there because I know there's been stories upon stories of women being told that they're going to be bad one day when they're still children. Or even guys. Guys have been told, don't he's going to be a heartbreaker or something like that. Like these are subtle things that people say to let them know, or at least to indicate that they are somewhat attracted to that person at that age, and that they are going to be something more or something even more attractive later on. And there are plenty of examples of this. If you just think about it, it's creepy. You got the creepy uncle who wants the little girl to sit on his lap all the time, or or the Cash Me Outside chick that as soon as she got an Only fan, as soon as she got one of those accounts, how much money did she make within 15 minutes because people were waiting for her to turn 18? Like, now, this took 15 episodes. Like, the first problem that we ran into was episode 1, and then now we're in episode 15 where something like this pops up. So now, I'm not saying that Fairy Tail is a problematic anime. What I'm saying is whether it's the humor or the mentality behind it when it comes to certain things that are just put in there unnecessarily, it's an issue that needs to be discussed with the kids that are watching this. Because kids are going to watch anime, whether you police them or you don't. They're going to watch it. It's just how things happen. I get that. Everyone understands that. But as a parent, you should be able to just have a conversation about what's right and what's wrong. And if you see it, if you don't have the issues that I think a lot of people are having right now, where they remember all the fond moments, all the best moments, all the action moments within some of these anime, and they forget about these subtle things, these subtle suggestions that make it okay to sexualize kids, or to make it okay to, say things that they end up repeating later on, and they don't think is problematic because they got it from a cartoon somewhere, then we have issues. And that's all that I'm trying to bring to everyone's attention, is that there are subtle things that we may not catch as adults or even as children that we need to catch now. So Fairy Tale episode 15 has that issue in it, take it for what it is. I'm not speaking on my opinion on this thing. This is just what it is. And if you think my opinion on this is wrong, then okay, then you just think it's okay to tell kids that they're going to look good when they get older. Yikes.